Welcome everybody to the Temple of Limitless Light, our invocation of Hermes Mercury. This will be demonstration of the ritual to invoke the divine archetype of Hermes with a temple consecration, a Rose Ankh Vortex, greater ritual of the Hexagram, and then the invocation of Hermes using the hymns of Orpheus, which is an excellent source for all sorts of invocations of the Greek kinds. And then there will be a guided visualization at the end where we assume the God form of Hermes. And we have a short experience of Hermes. So we can have an experience of the divine archetype within ourselves so that later when we do more planetary magic, we can recall that energy, that experience, and recreate that experience for ourselves, using that energy to do ritual. All right, so let's begin. Fumigation of frankincense and dittany of Crete that we grow in our garden here. Let's start with a Kabbalistic cross to get empowered and centered on the same wavelength. Visualize yourself growing larger and larger till the earth is but a small ball beneath your feet. Above your head is a brilliant sphere of light. Reach up, touch the light, bring it down to your forehead. Bring the light down through your heart chakra and ground it in the earth beneath your feet. Malkut. Bring the light up to your left shoulder, a blue light, a brilliant flame. Vigibura. Cross to your right shoulder, red flame. Vigibura. Leolam. Amen. Inheritor of a dying world, we call thee to living beauty. Wanderer in the wild darkness, we call thee to the gentle light. Long hast thou dwelt in darkness, quit the night and seek the day. Consecration of the Enochian Star Temple. In ancient times, long before the rise of humanity's civilization, unity became duality, and war was waged throughout the inner planes between the forces of light and darkness. Thus, duality, its eternal conflict, came into being. The forces of light and darkness each included 400 stellar beings called angels by the ancients. Separate from these beings, a third force existed, 400 angels who remembered the state of unity and who chose to transcend duality. They became the stellar guardians of the Grail, the keepers of the divine gnosis, that towards which we aspire. In the name of the stellar guardians of the divine wisdom, I bless the water contained in this chalice. May it become sacred as the flowing waters of the infinite cosmic sea. I bless the salt upon this altar with the divine forces of the gnosis, which transcends all polarities. May it embody the strength of formation. The divine magic of Shinnok is the union of opposites. The mixing of the sacred salt and water is the first act of uniting the polarities, the creation of a holy elixir which shall consecrate the stellar temple. As the eons passed and humanity proceeded to evolve, as we increased our capabilities, the conflicting forces of light and darkness utilized us as pawns in their struggle. The stellar guardians of the Grail, who wished to assist the process of human evolution, thus freeing us from ignorance, sent 200 of their number to Earth, bringing with them the fire of divine wisdom. The Nephilim descended upon the earth and taught humanity the sacred art of magic, the secrets of the stellar realms, and the blessings of the elements. Humanity was not prepared to receive the ancient wisdom of the Nephilim. We abused the powers, using the most high magic for petty purposes and to gain control over others. Great magical battles were fought, and the contagion of evil covered the earth. The stellar lords, seeing humanity's folly, dispatched 4 mighty angels who sealed the Nephilim and their magical arts in the dimensions between worlds, where they silently await our coming. To once again acquire the star lore of the Nephilim, we must prove ourselves worthy. Having done so, we will be given the keys to unlock the stellar gates and commune with the keepers of the divine wisdom. Oro iba eo zupe exarten. I summon you forth, O Raphael. Come to us, guardian of the eastern stellar gate. Grace us with your breath, which blows forth as a divine wind. Teach us your virtues, which are equanimity and balance, healing and compassion for others. Deem us worthy to receive the first key, so we may attain the secrets of high star magic. Oi pe te I a pe te o ke I. Beitome. Appear before us, Lord Michael. We conjure you, O protector of humanity. You are as the lightning bolt, which illuminates the dark void. You are the bringer of light, of fire. Teach us your virtues, which are openness to the divine wisdom and illumination. Purify us with your flames, and grant that we are worthy to receive the second key, so we unlock the stellar gates and pass into the realms of the Star Lords. Impehare este guiayo. Hekomaya. Come to us, Gabriel, Archangel of the Chalice and the Silver Crescent. Teach us your virtues of love, devotion, and selfless sacrifice. Aid us in our deepest meditations so we may become connected with the source of all consciousness. Help us attain the ecstatic states of being, which reveal to us the third key to the gates of stellar awareness. Mo'a di ale he te pega. Manuteya. We invoke you, Uriel, Archangel of the realms of earth. From you we learn the virtues of centeredness and inner contemplation. You teach us stillness so we can hear the silent voice of the inner self. Appear and aid us, O Uriel. Make manifest the fourth key, which shall allow us to enter the in-between spaces, the inner dimensions of our own being. Ehia. Ehimbe. Enubeha. By learning the virtues of the archangels of the Tetramorph, we are given the keys to unfolding the self. It is the underlying unity of the four elements which bestows upon us the fifth key to the stellar reaches. When we unite the four elements within ourselves, we become truly human, and in becoming human, we can attain the stars. The expanse of stars reveals itself. We rush towards the stellar reaches. Come to us, star lords of the Nephilim. We call upon you, She'ezmez and Azael, lords of the Arlan. Teach us your secret. Reveal to us our inner selves. Help us attain the celestial spiritual heights. I invoke the powers of the first, which will open the gates of darkness beyond the spirals of the Azanai. Open the mysteries of creation as a flower. Unto me is the star child reborn and resurrected. In the name of the unity of being, the power is in my heart, on my lips, in my eyes, and in my soul. Oel vinu de lunusa, de ael dastriani, odo e eone, antar arcamis alahote, azoni zoda, odo secale la qua antal stelque, pa imbete oel inuromi, eoi vea ote, goholote a kahilante, do a amaus de yadna, alaneshi ola Omononas, Waldo al Balam, Waldo Owano Anim, Waldo al The temple has been opened. The Rose Ankh Vortex. The valley spirit never dies. It is the woman, primal mother. Her gateway is the root of heaven and earth. It is like a veil, barely seen. Use it, it will never fail. Ruabate, one who is pure. I call thee Nayet, pure one who stands at the dawn of time, weaving the world into being. Wearer of the red crown of Lower Egypt, hold the Wa scepter of power over chaos. Your judgment is respected even by the gods, for you see the truth of how our world could be, perfect and ideal. Hail and welcome, Naya. Deya, to be born free. I call thee Bast, cat-headed goddess of justice and pleasure. You drink deeply of the world's delight and command respect from all. You are the imperative of true will, and all follow you in search of self-knowledge. Hail and welcome, Bast. Yameya, to love. I call thee Mut, primal mother goddess of the gods, regal goddess, wearer of the vulture crown, whose soft wings protect and nurture all. Your selfless love teaches us what it means to be human. Hail and welcome, Mut. Jaisa, wisdom. I call upon thee, Nephthys, excellent goddess, whose outstretched wings offer comfort and assistance to all. From you we learn not to feel the darkness and the transformation it contains. Hail and welcome, Nephthys. Heshayet, eternity. Great goddess Isis, I call to you. Isis, who is crowned with the sun, the moon at her feet. Isis, the greatest of all magicians. You are all goddesses and all women. You are the eternal spirit of womanhood, sustainer of peace, of life, and giver of civilization. Hail and welcome, Isis. The Ya, Shisa, Shiset, Ulabati, Un Enmer, Usasat. Sanctuary. We seek sanctuary and the grace of the goddess. She is the unity of all. She is the light on the path. In her all things move, in her all things live. She is love, and all things respond to her. She is the unity of all. She is the light on the path. In her all things move, in her all things live. She is love, and all things respond to her. She is the unity of all. She is the light on the path. In her all things move, in her all things live. She is love, and all things respond to her. The Rose Ankh Vortex is now complete. The greater ritual of the hexagram for Mercury. With holy voice, I call the stars on high, pure sacred lights and genii of the sky, celestial stars, the progeny of the night, and whirling circles, beaming far your light. Refulgent rays around the heavens ye throw, eternal fires, the source of all below. With flame significant of fate ye shine, and aptly rule for humanity a path divine. At 7 bright zones ye run with wandering flames, and heaven and earth compose your lucid frames. With course unwearied, pure and fiery bright, forever shining through the veil of night, hail twinkling, joyful, ever wakeful fires, propitious shine on all our just desires. These sacred rites regard with conscious rays, and end our works devoted to your praise. Elohim Zabeah Ararita, sire and inceptor, emperor and king of all things mortal, hail him, Lord of spring. Elohim Zabeah Ararita. Behold the chariot through the water floods, the sangreal life and rapture, wines and blood. Elohim Zabeah Ararita. Adjustment, rhythm, rise through every act. Wild is the dance, the balance is exact. Elohim Zabaot Ararita. Eopan, upon the summits the god goat leaps, and wild lust of ecstasy afloat. Elohim Zabaot Ararita. Invocation of Hermes. Hermes, draw near, to my prayers incline, angel of Jove, and Maria's son divine, studious of contest, with heart almighty and prudent mind, celestial messenger of various skills, who powerful arts could watchful Argus kill. With winged feet, designed through the air to course, friend of humanity and prophet of discourse. Life supporter, to rejoice is thine, in arts gymnastic and in fraud divine. With power endured, all languages to explain, of worry the loosener and the source of gain, whose hand contains the blameless rod of peace, cursed and blessed, profitable God of various speech, whose aid in works we find and necessities to mortals kind, dire weapon of the tongue which we all revere. Be present, Hermes, and thy supplicant hear. Assist our works, include our life with peace, give graceful speech, and memories increase. The guided visualization for Hermes. It is dusk. You are at the edge of a town in the rolling farmlands. On the green hills, which are divided by low fences, you can see sheep and cows drifting towards the small farmhouses sitting on the tops of hills. A rooster crows as the sun is setting, and you can smell burning wood in the hearts of the homes making the evening meal. And then you see a single shooting star falling from the heavens. A single golden flash shoots towards the horizon, leaving a long, sparkling trail behind it. As the shooting star reaches the far horizon, there is a bright flash, and suddenly, standing before you, is a slim but muscular man, seemingly made of quicksilver. He wears a small round helmet and holds a yard-long silver rod topped with golden wings, entwined with living serpents. Two, in fact, one red and the other green. He wears a short tunic made of gold, and on his feet are leather sandals with golden fasteners, and white wings sprout from his ankles. You just notice he has a baby sheep on his shoulders. The silver man smiles, and his eyes light up like stars. I saw this one lost and stopped to pick her up, he says. Reaching over the nearest fence, he gently places the sheep in the nearest field. He turns to you. I am Hermes. And though we have spent so much time together, we have never really spoken. I am pleased that we finally meet. He bows before you. And you notice that he is hard to see. He seems to vibrate in and out of visibility, and you have to really focus to hold him in your vision. Hermes then takes up the position of a runner, facing away from you, and looks at you over his shoulder. He reaches back, offering you his wand with the wings and the writhing serpents. He says, ready, steady, go. He says, as you grip the baton, and in a flash, you are now racing down the road effortlessly, racing faster and faster. The road forks, and you choose your path. And then again, the road forks, and again. Each time effortlessly choosing the direction. Soon you are racing down a busy highway with many trucks carrying commerce, flowing with many goods, then down the rails, through the ports, and across the seas. Now faster, the world becomes transparent. You pass through solid matter, and all becomes energy around you. You see the world as energy. It's exchanging information at the speed of light. People communicating through technology, over wire and over the ether. And yet matter itself is a vibration, and all the universe is in continual conversation and exchange of information. You see the trees talk of carbon and oxygen. The rocks speak of deep vibrations within the earth. Distant stars collide to tell the story of an expanding universe. The universe is mind, is information, and all is vibration. As you vibrate ever faster, time is no longer a barrier to your travels. You are free to view any point in history. Between the founding of Babylon and the landing on the moon is but a short walk, and time is just a measure of the distance between events. As you move and vibrate ever faster, time itself slows and stops. An expanse of uncountable stars comes into view. First hundreds, then thousands. But then you see that they're not stars. They're people. Men and women, pale and dark, from all ages. There's a woman in skins chipping flint into a knife. There is a man in a spacesuit walking on a distant world. A Roman soldier in battle. And a monk deep in calm meditation. You recognize them all because they are you, or were you, or perhaps will be you. With time stops, you can see that all the people that you were or ever will be are all in existence at once. And as you become more enlightened, so do all of them. And one day, you will all achieve enlightenment at the exact same time. Now the vibrations begin to slow. Having reached this final barrier, you allow yourself to slow down. Slower and slower, time starts again. Slower again, the world becomes more solid. Even slower, you can start to see the countryside forming around you again. As you slow down even more, you realize you're sitting where you started. Hermes stands before you, holding his staff, like a runner's baton that you pass back to him. Hermes smiles and bows again before you. And in a flash, he is gone. And then you see that shooting star climbing back to the heavens. With gratitude, we break our bond with you, Hermes. Thank you for your visions and your enlightenment and the gifts that you bring us. Uriel, we thank you for your grounding and centering. We break our bond. Gabriel, we thank you for the ecstatic states of being. We break our bond with you for now. Mikael, we thank you for your enlightenment and purification. We break our bond with you for now. Raphael, we thank you for your enlightenment and clarity. For now, we bid you adieu. By this merit, may all beings find enlightenment and liberation very quickly. May the thirsty find water, may the hungry find food, may the sick find healing and healthiness. With gratitude, we release our bond to the spirits contained in this ritual. The rite is complete.